star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Here's a look at some of the stats for Gary Trent.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there from him.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. You've got Emmanuel quickly. Barrett is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Porter. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, we'll see DeRozan and Williams playing at forward. White is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
Now, here's quickly. Pass to Barrett for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Caruso sets the screen for Vucevic. Outside, White. Down low. Vucevic against Porter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
White against quickly. Barnes outside. Passes to Barrett. Porter a screen on DeRozan. Barrett dishes to Porter. Clock is at 3. Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Beating good defense, DeRozan scores even when it's not easy.
Barnes looking around. There's the pass to Barrett. Brown against Caruso. Barnes passes to Barrett. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Barrett's got 5.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Vucevic finds White. Oh, Vucevic in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's quickly. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Barrett, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's White. Last game, 26 points. On the wing, DeRozan. Barrett covering. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
Double D has that soft touch, and it serves him well on that interior.
And stolen by White. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
He's off on the first.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Carter in for Kobe White. Raptors also changing it up. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Barnes. Trent comes in for Barrett. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Quickly. That one drops. He ties it up. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies. To the middle, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Stolen. Trent against DeRozan. Now Trent. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Great open look there. Porter's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Williams sets a screen for DeRozan. Pulls it from the elbow. That one good for 2.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Porter. Brown deciding where to go with it. To the paint, Williams with the steal. DeRozan against Trent. DeRozan gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Using his athleticism to beat the contact, DeRozan refuses to be held back.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Chicago trailing here. DeRozan out there with Terry. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Carter in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. RJ, one thing you've been able to count on with the Bulls is their solid defensive play.
Yeah, if only they could turn those defensive stops into more points. They have to improve their offense. That's the one thing that has slowed them down from being a real postseason contender.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. But we've all heard about some of the unwritten rules between players. Any examples you can speak on?
Well, you don't want to be out there injuring each other. I think one of the biggest unspoken rules is you got to be very, very careful when a guy takes off, how you hit them. That is something you learn at a very early age in basketball.
And he's good on the second. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Now, here's DeRozan. 9 points in the game so far. Drummond, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Steps back. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Carter against Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Suns. And Drummond kicks to Terry. Carter against Schroeder. Inside, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
Schroeder passes to Young, to the inside. Here's Barnes, and that's off the glass and in. Barnes has got his second basket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely. Back to Carter. Drummond sets the screen for Carter. Good on the three-point shot. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Trent, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Look, okay, that's on the defense. You got to show more fight if you want to stop him.
Outside DeRozan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Carter. And then for Toronto, R.J. Barrett's checked in for McDaniels. And quickly in for Trent. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Williams in for DeMar DeRozan. Then for the Raptors, Porter's checked in for Young. McDaniels comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Brown in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Quickly. Nothing on the board. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Chicago leading by 3.
For Alex Caruso, the advanced numbers say he is one of the best defenders in the league.
The eye test backs that up. Caruso just sticks to guys, performs very well against the best guards in the game, is tremendous at anticipating sets. It shows his basketball IQ.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. Here's quickly after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. White against Quickly. The dish to Brown. 5 to shoot. Raptors need to get a shot off. The shot's good from Quickly.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Caruso after Toronto got the three-pointer. Passes it to Vucevic. Outside, White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. White's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Quickly finds Porter. Now Barrett, defended by Caruso. The kick out to Brown. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Vucevic. Basket counts. And it's 8 points for Vucevic.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Chicago Bulls. We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wings. Oh, you talking about the game or the wings? Anyway, I like the wings we had in the back.
Yeah, I like the hummus. The hummus was pretty good.
That
Hit the
sauce
spot.
is on point.
Ooh, yes, it was.
You know, I actually was talking about the game. Why's it always got to be about food with you two? All right, and looking now at the first half, it's been an almost but not quite story for the Toronto Raptors.
They're lucky to be in this. They have no energy at all. On the defensive end, we know slow rotations equal easy buckets. See? See what I just did there?
And they're trying to rely on the offense, Shaq, to save them. Feels like a dangerous approach.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Porter is out there with Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's Brown in at the two-guard spot. Outside, White. Vucevic is screen on quickly. Here's White. He takes it in.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Barrett against DeRozan. Brown sets a screen for Barrett. The kick out to Brown. Brown against Caruso. He dishes it to Williams. The pass to White. Over quickly, and the Bulls tack on two more.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Porter a screen on Williams. Barnes outside. Six on the shot clock. Brown with a screen on Williams. And here's Barnes for three. Drops in the tray. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Caruso sets the screen for Vucevic. And here is Williams. Still yet to score. Caruso kicks to White. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And when it comes to Kobe White, a young guard who shoots with assertiveness.
Well, he's a guy that knows his role, Greg. And when he's out there, his teammates encourage him to shoot the ball because they know how hot he can get.
Chicago leading by 7. Vucevic a screen on Brown. The baseline J. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 11.
DeMar DeRozan's jumper is off the, it's just money. It's cash. He's a terrific offensive player.
Barnes against Williams. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Osumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. That's good from Barnes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's White. He's got 10. Vucevic setting the pick for White. And White slams it in.
And right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Brown. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The Bulls leading by 6. Pick by Vucevic. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Caruso. Wide a screen on Barrett. Caruso with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Vucevic with the bucket.
On the interior, Vucevic, this man has so many moves to account for.
Toronto calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taylor's checked in for Williams. Terry comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Carter in for Kobe White. Now here's Taylor. Terry looking over the floor. Out to Carter. The 3 ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Trent outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That one is off. So for the Bulls, Drummond comes in for Vucevic, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Taylor. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes, he's checked in for Brown. Good on the second free throw. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Now here's Schroeder. That's a 2 from Barnes. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Bulls lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors trail by 8. DeRozan out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Terry. And it's Carter in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. They grab their own miss, and it's Barnes on the follow.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now here's DeRozan. McDaniels defending. And the shot goes down.
And when DeMar DeRozan is cooking with grease, he is borderline unstoppable, and he's feeling it right now.
Now here's Schroeder. McDaniels in the post. DeRozan defending, and the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from McDaniels. Chicago's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Carter against Schroeder. Passes it to Dosunmu. Here's Drummond, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that strength of Drummond at times can be overwhelming. Awesome at staying with the shot, even when the pressure is on.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Porter's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Drummond. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Trent fires the three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Drummond. Carter outside. Three-pointer. Here's Dosunmu. No good on the three. Raptors trail by 6. Schroeder outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Javon Carter. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Drummond. Alex Caruso comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe White in for Javon Carter. Raptors also changing it up. Barrett's checked in for Young. Bruce Brown comes in for Gary Trent. And quickly in for Dennis Schroeder. It's Barrett on the wing. DeRozan defending. Barrett the pass to Barnes. Trains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 15 points here in the second half.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
DeRozan with it. Picked up by Brown. Second shot opportunity. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Barnes up top. He's guarded by Williams. Barnes passes to Porter. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's White. Puts it up from 15. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by White. And that's now 19 points for DeMar DeRozan. Barnes the screen. Quickly kicks to Brown. The pass to Barnes from outside the arc. Vucevic with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside White. For quickly, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jump.
White against Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over DeRozan. And another basket for Toronto.
And, you know, that's what the scouts have always loved about Barrett, that alpha mentality and his ability to rise to the occasion.
Now here's White. Vucevic with the bucket. And that's 12 points for Vucevic.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Pass to Barrett. Now quickly. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. That's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
The shot's good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
The veteran leader of this squad, DeMar DeRozan, showing the kids how it's done down the stretch.
46 seconds left in the game. Here's Barrett. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And coming through in a big way, you have to love Barrett. They're taking over down the stretch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Chicago, DeMar DeRozan. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Quickly against White. Here's Barrett. It falls.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
For Chicago, Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Porter, a screen on White. Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Bulls, Patrick Williams. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Quickly finds Brown. A 3 from Barnes. It's good from beyond the arc.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.